second baseman, number 23, Nakua Flores. Now batting, the right fielder, number 48, Luis. Oh. The center fielder, number 42, Alberto Carr. Now batting, the first baseman, number 55, Bonnie Horvat. The catcher, number 5, Dragoon Chuffchester. The third baseman, number 16, Jamie Sandoval. Batting, the designated hitter, number 19, Aurora Sexton. Now batting, the shortstop, number 24, Anders Franklin. 33, Jimmy higher. Now batting, the second baseman, number 23, Kahua Norris. Now batting, the right fielder, number 48, Louis Vo. Now batting, the center fielder, number 42, Alberto Carr. Now batting, the first baseman, number 55, Bonnie Corvette. Now batting, catcher number 5, Dragoon Chuffchester. If you see the team mascot around, give them a wedgie for a free slice of sushi poutine. Batting, the right fielder, number 9, Chili Fowler. third baseman, number 16, Jamie Sandoval. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19, Aurora Sexton. Batting, the shortstop, number 24, Anders Franklin. Now batting, the left fielder, number 33, Jimmy Hire. Second baseman, number 23, Kahua Norris. Number 48, Ssbl. Winter Birch. Now batting, center fielder, number 42, Alberto Carr. Chili Fowler. The third baseman, number 6, Faye Evans. Ray. Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Real Bianchi. The first baseman, number 55, Bonnie Corvette. Number 5, Dragoon Chester. Now back, the third baseman, number 60, Jamie Sandoval. Batting, the designated hitter, number 19, Aurora Sexton. The shortstop, number 24, Anders Franklin. Now pitching, Edgar Masters. Now batting, the left fielder, number 33, Jimmy Bayard. number 23, Kahua Norris. Now batting at the right field, number 48, Ssbl. Now batting, the center field, number 42, Alberto Carr. Now batting, the first baseman, number 55, Bonnie Corvette. Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Dragoon Chuffchester. Now batting, the third baseman, number 16, Jamie Sandoval. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 90, Aurora Sexton. Now batting, the shortstop, number 24, Anders Franklin. Now pitching, RJ Doherty. Now batting, the left fielder, number 33, Jimmy Heil. Now batting, the second baseman, number 23, Kahua Norris.
Okay, well, I'm going to pop in here because we're going to be simming the rest of this game. 18-0. Goodness gracious. Diamond Jack should be tried in Hague for war crimes. I mean, this is against the Geneva Convention. This has to be the most the most runs scored this season in a single game by a single team, and then B, the largest margin of victory of the season. I mean, this is ludicrous. Oh, the Cyclones at least get on the board. Just need 17 more of those. At least it's not a shutout. But the run differential starts to become a serious issue moving forward. And then all of a sudden, the Diamond Jacks are in this division race. I still think they'll be 2 games back, but my goodness. 12 runs in the top of the 5th? Oh my gosh. I almost want to just play that out to look at the box scores. $19-1 was the final. Jeez. So the Cyclones now plummet to negatives. Both the Cyclones and the Diamond Jacks are -6 RD. Wow. Diamond Jacks game and a half back. Unicorns half a game back. Cyclones are at 28. Corns and Diamond Jacks both at 27. Wow. Did not expect that one in the slightest. Okay, proceed. We'll see if game 2 is any better. Let's see, this all looks fine. Out. M. Okay. So the Express and the Knights, the Resurgent Express here, for its last few weeks, flirting their way potentially into the playoffs after a really rough first half of the season. Knights looking to bounce back from their loss last night. It was to the High Rollers. Lost that game 6-4. All right, let's see what madness is in store for us here tonight. I mean, the Diamond Jacks alone in that game probably have more runs scored than the rest of the week up to this point combined. Bases are already being stolen here tonight. Oh, oh, buckle up, gents. This is not ending anytime soon. Garrison's 5th home run, and the Express take an instant 2-0 lead. Five. Well, that's preemptive. What the 5 was actually for? 1, 2. Is that at least 5 straight away teams have won this week. I can't remember how day 1 ended. I'm pretty yeah, the Bombers were the away team against the Astros, so that was game 3. I can't remember what that last game was, but it's been in an away heavy week so far.
The center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela. Nope,
One falls foul. Caught by, oh, Hendricks as he applies the tag for the double play. Unassisted double play. And we'll go to the bottom of the first here. We've got Phillips on the mound, Glass Phillips. And that's a base knock up the middle to start things off here for the Knights. And center cut bloops this one into right. And first 2 runners aboard here for the Knights. Fouled off 1 and 2. K neglector here on Phillips. But gets the strikeout anyway. 1 down. Aubrey Hendricks. Oh, dealer took Stevenson around the horn, an ending double play. Nice play by Dealer, scooping that one up, and we head to the top of the second.
Now batting, the catcher, number 26, Araya Cunningham. Now batting, the second baseman, number 22, Stanley Stevenson.
Flirting with the wall, but it's going to come up short. Caught by Drader for round number 2.
The designated hitter, number 13, Vigo doesn't roll.
No, that ball's inside. Too low. Strike. Ball.
And dozen rolls into right field. That would be a base hit. He's aboard with 2 outs. Brings up Alan Sacred.
Number 25, Alan Sacred.
And that one scoots by the second baseman. And a bit of a rally here for the Express with a couple outs.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Back to the top of the order here, Pine Dealer.
There's a strike. Nope, high.
Fouled off 2-2. Runs outside, fold count composed on Savage. Runners going, it's fouled back. That one's hit hard into right off the mesh, and that will score another run. 3-0 Express.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 50, Nadia Garrison.
Runner's going, and runner is into scoring position. Garrison, the home run hitter.
That's high. Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. But another run across for the Express. 3-0 here early.
Sushi, located on level 2. Now batting, the right fielder, number 20, Mark Curley.
That's outside.
Curley grounds this one to short. Patton in time to dealer for out number 1. Or excuse me, Ellis.
Center fielder, number 15, Kason Solomon.
Better believe it, a strike.
For a K neglector, this starting pitcher has a decent amount of strikeouts on the season.
Number 18, Francis Ssbl.
Nope, it's that ball.
2 down now.
Right. Well, too low.
And he grounded to second. Stevenson in time to Ellis for out number 3. A clean inning of work there for for Phillips. And we go to the top of the third. 3-4-5 due up for the Express.
Ellis.
Becca Ellis, 389, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs. She gets the top of third started with a base hit.
Number 8, Timber Patton.
Strike. Ball, that's outside. High ball.
Ooh, that one gets away, and that's going to be a free 90 feet. Savage does not have the stuff here tonight. Doesn't look like he really much ever has the stuff. 7.55 ERA, and that one's tucked inside the line. That's going to be another run. 4-0 Express.
Now batting, center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela.
Wow.
There's a strike.
Okay. As I'm curious, I'm going to see if I can pull up our stream from Tuesday. And 6-0 Express. Oh my word. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh wait, nope, that's not what I wanted.
Cunningham.
I don't that even, but whatever.
That's a strike.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 22, Kaylee
This-
Stevenson.
Videos. Okay, so
That's a strike.
okay, wow. So and the Monstars beat the Quacks. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. So this could be our 8th straight away victory. Started with the Bombers over the Astros, and the Monstars over the Quacks. All of yesterday, Diamond Jack Cyclones here tonight, and now the Express leading the Knights here 6-0 in the top of the third inning.
No, outside. No ball.
We could be in danger of simming this one. And Savage is finally taken out of the game. Valentino Rangel will try and stem the bleeding.
Ball outside. Too low.
That one will be caught by Drader. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, number 6, Ein Healer.
Knights last night got themselves almost this exact same hole against the High Rollers. Came close a couple times to trying to come back from it, but fell short. Let's see if they have a little bit more magic in them tonight.
No, outside.
But it doesn't look like Allen Droop strikes out swinging.
The shortstop, number 19, Emilio Lane.
Right. No ball. Foul ball. Ball outside. Foul ball.
Third base line, and that one is fair. So Knights will have a runner aboard here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55, Elani Gregory.
High ball. Strike three.
Woo, and Gregory gets rung up there on a called strike 3 at the top of the zone.
Designated hitter, number 17, Rat Center Cut.
Strikey, strike, strike. No, outside. Strike. Ball inside.
There she goes, and they'll be safe. Now that's popped up. Easy play here for Phillips. That's caught for out number 3, and the side is retired. 2-3-4 due up here for the Express. Scored in every inning thus far.
Number 15, Nadia Garrison.
Strike. Strike. Strike three.
Rangel manages a strikeout.
First baseman, number 5, Becca Ellis.
Oh my soul, that ball just went into orbit. Home run number 11, Rebecca Ellis. And approaching 30 RBIs on the season, 452. And it's 7-zip.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 8, Timber Haddon.
That one's foul. Not by much.
It's outside. There's a strike.
That one's not foul. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela.
2 through 4 of the Express lineup has a home run here tonight so far. Garrison, Ellis, Patton, and Valenzuela.
Now batting, the catcher, number 26, Orion.
Honestly, just at a loss for words at these two games here early. Like, this is nuts. I mean, yeah, we kind of knew the Express had been on a hot streak, but man, 8-0 through top of the fourth, and 19-1 Diamondbacks over the Cyclones. Like, this is getting crazy. Lachlan Drader has something to say about it. Puts a solo shot on the board here for the Knights. "22 RBIs for Drader and 8 home runs now."
First baseman, number 3, Aubrey Hendricks.
No, outside.
And Hendricks finds herself some outfield grass, scoots into the wall in right center.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 20, Fort Curley.
See if the Knights can mount a furious comeback. That's going to be another base hit. There'll be runners at the corners now for the Knights. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
The center fielder, number 15, Jason Solomon.
Ball is inside.
And that's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit. Solomon will have himself an RBI double, and it's a 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18, Francis Ssbl.
Ball, that's outside. Strike. No, outside.
And Hebert finds himself a hit up the middle. 8-3 now. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Batting, the second baseman, number 30, Alan Roop.
That's a strike. The right. No, outside. Strike 3.
Woo! Dropped in the curveball there.
The shortstop,
Droop wasn't ready for it.
Emilio Lane.
And Ellis is gonna get a Dragon special in the inning. Caught it and tagged the bag.
Second base,
The Knights, though, put up 3, trying to make it respectable here as we go to the 5th.
No, 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 no. Strike. Nope, it's eyeball. That's a strike. Ball forward, take you back.
But Rangel doesn't help himself, gives up a leadoff walk.
designated hitter, number 13, Vigo Dozenrolls.
Dozen rolls, 2 for 2 here tonight, locked in, 292 on the year. First pitch Slayer, but it's well inside. Swing and a miss. Rangel with the strikeout.
Number 25, Alan Sacred.
That's floating left center field. It's gone! Make it 5 home runs on the night now for the Express. They get most of what they gave up back, and I turn on the double digits once again. That chases Rangel. Chet Brown comes into the game.
Better believe it, a strike.
And let's indeed see what Brown can do for you.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Nadia Garrison.
So make that 9, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the order hitting home runs for the Express. Strikeout ends the inning. 10-3 as we enter the bottom of the 5th. What if the secret to the night's success was not playing at home for whatever reason? What are you ups now? I don't know what you mean, Kwashi. Or is that like in reference to the Knights, them trying to sneak back into this? Trader gets another one deep, and it's off the wall. Almost had his second of the night, but he'll have to settle for a 2-out triple. And now we need to watch Drader for Cycle Alert. Oh, just gets that in time. Run doesn't score. Top of the 6th we go. Express have scored in every inning. Rebecca Ellis back to on fire. She might rip the Triple Crown opportunity right off of the head of... I just blanked on her name now. Crap. What's her face from the Retrievers, but she does foul out there. Route number 1. Oh, I get you, Kwashi. Sorry. Edwin Valenzuela with 2 outs. And the Express are turned away for the first time here tonight, but still hold on to a 7-run lead here going to the bottom of the 6th. Curley gets a base knock on the first pitch he sees. And that will do it for Phillips. Oh my, Parker. 11.50 ERA, 2.39 whip. She's not even that bad bars-wise. And the long reliever, too? Wow. Her fitness as well, too. Wonder if some injuries have played into that. She gets out of the inning, going to the top of the 7th now. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for the Express.
2, Kaylee Stevenson.
Chet Brown actually getting some outs here for the Knights,
Now batting,
keeping this Express offense at bay.
Vigo doesn't roll.
But the adage, too little, too late, does come to mind.
That's a strike. Oh, ball. That's down. Out.
Time to stretch. Lane, Gregory, and Sinnercut due up.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 19, Emilio Lane.
The right.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55,
No,
Lonnie
outside.
Gregory.
There's a strike. Foul.
1-2 here to Gregory. Almost hits her. It's fouled back. Ooh, Garrison makes the shoestring catch. That's out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17, left center cut.
Center cut through the right side of the infield. That's a base hit. 2 on, 1 out here for the Knights in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the left
Here's Lachlan Drader, so
Lachlan Raider.
see if he can get another piece of the cycle. And that is gonna, oh, it's just a single. Thought that was a prime opportunity for a double. So he is 1 piece short. He does get an RBI from that, makes it a 10-4 ball game. He has hit everything off that wall. Well, either over it or on it.
Strike. That's outside.
Full count here to Hendricks. And she breaks her bat, popping this one up. Right side, caught by Ellis. That's out number 2. And here comes Pork Curley.
Number 20, Pork Curley.
Ball outside.
And a swing and a miss. The side is retired. 10-4. Now the score going to the top of the 8th.
Number 25, Alan Sacred.
Grounder to Droop. That's in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Pine Dealer.
No, outside. No, that's low. Ball, that's outside.
3-1. And popped up. Caught by Gregory. That's out number 2. And here is Nadia Garrison.
Garrison.
Angry that her only hit is a home run.
That's a strike. The right. Strike.
And a strikeout to end the inning. We go bottom 8. Solomon Herbert and Droop due up.
Alessandro Gillespie.
Got some defensive substitutions coming in here for the Express.
Ball. Strike. Oh, that ball's low.
Ooh, muffed it.
Now batting, the catcher,
Stevenson flips it to Patton. Can't turn two. Here comes Giovanni Flail. And he strikes out swinging. We go to the ninth. Ellis, Patton, and Valenzuela. Ooh, Hendricks flashed in the leather.
The shortstop, number 8, Timber Haddon.
The right. No, that's low. No, outside.
That's the shot into center field, and it is gone! Patton with another one here, makes it 11-4.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela. Now pitching, Mason Olio.
That's down. Ball outside.
It's caught by Flail, 2 away.
Catcher, number 26, Araya Cunningham.
Strikey, strike, strike. Too low. Strike. Strikey, you're out.
And to the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order here for the Knights.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55, Elani Gregory. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17, Brad
35 runs in 2 games, yeah.
That's a strike. Ball, that's inside. Ball, that's outside. That's high. Take the base, ball forward.
the left fielder, number
Okay, here we go. Lachlan Drader has a chance. Needs a double for the cycle.
Ryan.
We'll do it again. Try and do it again here against Bryant Foundwood.
That's a strike. No, outside. No, that's
2-2. Oh my! This has a chance! Oh, Sacred takes it away from us! And it's a double play to end the game! Oh. What a day already, man. This is bonkers. 11-4. Absolute trouncing again here by the Express. 15 hits. Patton goes 4 for 5. 2 home runs. 6 home runs in total for the Express. Also 12 strikeouts. Garrison with the sombrero, golden sombrero and a home run. 8 strikeouts there for the Knights, 3 of them from Droop, who goes 0 for 4. Drader goes 3 for 5 and was about a foot away from a cycle, probably. Pitching-wise, win goes to Phillip. She moves to 4-1 on the season. 10 hits through 5 innings of work, 3 earned runs. No walks, 4 strikeouts. Loss goes to Savage. He was, well, not good. 6 earned through 2 1/3. Moves to 1-4 on the season. And it's Patton, Drader, and Sacred, your MVPs. All right. Game number 3. Honestly, one I had thought about simming, but maybe this one won't be decent. Basically, I think you could call this basically an elimination game, at least for the Storm. Another loss for the Storm, and I think they're probably done. I mean, not officially or mathematically, but just about for all intents and purposes, I think they'd probably be done. Play ball. So that makes it 4, 5, 6, 8 straight away team victories here this week. Can the Storm make it 9? I think this is the last matchup between these two division rivals of the season. I think in the last sim we had, like when we simmed at the end of last week, the Skulls beat the Storm to send them to 12-15 here. So let's see, Stefan Tate, and that's 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 48, Bitzer Smith.
Make that 2 pitches and 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 77, Aliana Gallagher.
Oh, can't handle the comebacker, and the inning will go on.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 26, Snack Rose.
No, that ball's inside.
And that one sneaks down the line. That's going to be a base hit. So runners at first and second now with 2 down here for the Storm at the top of the first.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 83, Travis Oki.
Right at a second, Tang in time to Figueroa. For out number 3, we head to the bottom of the first. Abel Tang here fouling off some pitches here early. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, a designated hitter, number 32.
Except Kip Shaw. 2-0-2 on the season. The return has not been kind to Kip Shaw this year. But does find himself a base hit into the left center gap. That's going to roll to the wall. And that will be a double for Kip Shaw. And that's going to be a base hit for Kent. That could score Shaw. And the Skulls have the early lead. RBI double for Cecilia Kent. And then she'll advance 90 feet on the passed ball. Arcomina at the plate. And he'll strike out looking. That's out number 2.
Number 88, Evelyn Atmore.
New outside.
Another one. She's going to go home. She's safe. So a couple of pass balls cost the Storm another run. It's 2-0 here as we go top 2.
Now back, the center fielder, number 27, Ibrahim Velocida.
That's a strike.
Velocidad starting off the top of the second here. 0-2. Foul territory, and it doesn't look that's going to get... Oh, it was a little closer, but falls harmlessly to the dirt. That scoots up the middle, and he'll be aboard with a leadoff base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13, Nico Donaldson.
The right. The right.
Strike him out. Can't quite throw him out. So the Storm has a runner in scoring position.
Santiago.
As Tate racks up his first strikeout of the game.
That's down. High ball. Right.
Three 3-1 here. And that will be a walk.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 28.
Neville Cuevas to the plate here. 2 aboard. Cuevas rattled, hitting just a $192 on the season.
No, outside.
It's fouled back. It's 2-2. Runners going. Hit and run was on. That's popped up into right. Hatmore will make the catch as runners retreat back to first and second. 2 down now. And back to the top of the order, Damian Nava. And he pops it up. Just scoots behind home plate for Bautista. He'll make the catch, and a couple runners get stranded for the Storm as we go to the bottom of the second.
The left fielder, number 20, Art Carroll.
Oki in time to Smith for out number 1.
Batting, the first baseman, number 15, Testy Figueroa.
Ball, that's outside.
Couple down the first base line, but they both gone foul. Fouled back here by Figueroa. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the catcher, number 60, Albert Batista.
That get out of play, it will.
Too low. Strike.
Swing and a miss. We go to the top of the third now. Got 2, 3, and 4 due up here for the Storm.
Number 48, Bitzer Smith.
No, inside ball.
Smith goes up the middle. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Storm again to start the top of the third this time.
Now back, the right fielder.
Here is Gallagher.
Liana Gallagher.
Runner is going, and runner is safe. Easy jumps on the pitcher Tate here, so definitely in the Storm's favor here to try and get some bases. Tang gets the grounder to Figueroa in time for out number 1, but a runner advances to third. So the Storm 90 feet away from their first run. And they will plate it. Stack Rose up the middle. RBI single, and it's a 2-1 ball game.
The shortstop, number 83, Travis Hokie.
That's high. Ball, ball. That's a strike.
That one goes all the way to the wall, and we got ourselves a tie ball game. RBI double, and it's 2-2 here. Travis Hokie delivers. And now he's in scoring position here for Velocidad. He's headed for third, and he is safe. That one deep into center field. Back it goes. Velocidad gives the Storm the lead. A 2-run shot straight into center field, and it's 4-2. 435 feet.
Number 13, Nico Donaldson.
Nope, high.
So 3 straight runners cash in runs for the Storm. Rose, Hokie, and Velocidad. And the Storm still putting together hits here in the top of the third. Rowan Santiago up to the plate. And he puts one left center field. Back it goes. That one is gone. And it's now 6-2. Storm have absolutely flipped the script here on the Skulls here in the top of the third.
Now pitching.
Chases Tate and brings in Tommy Heaps. And Heaps gets the strikeout of Nava. That's that was Cuevas. That brings up Nava now. And Mina with the leaping catch ends the inning, but a 6-run top of the third here for the Storm as we go bottom third. It's 9-1-2 here for the Skulls. And that's a strikeout number 4 on the night here for Patterson. Grounded to short. Hokie. Oh, in the dirt, and Smith can't pick it, and so the runner is safe. An error here for the Storm. A bad throw by Hokie. And let's see if Kent Shaw can capitalize. And another passed ball. Santiago not coming with his A game behind the plate here defensively for the Storm. That one's a grounder to Smith. Smith to Hokie. Hokie not back in time to first. Can't turn 2. And Cecilia Kent will get a crack at it. On fire. 272 on the season. 9 home runs, 15 RBIs. Fouling off a few here. It's a full count here to Kent. Runners going. It's over the head of the third baseman. Put down into left field. A base hit. 2 are aboard here for the Skulls now. With 2 away, Marco Mina to the plate. First pitch swinging though for Mina. Skies it into center field. Caught by Cuevas for out number 3, and the side is retired. We go top of the 4th. Storm hold on to a 6-2 lead here. It's 2-3-4 due up for them here. Ooh, hard hit ball, but foul. Slow roller. Figueroa comes off of first, gets to Heaps, who covers in time for out number 1. Here comes Gallagher, 1 for 2 here tonight so far. And finds herself a piece of grass in left field, base hit. Not bring up Snack Rose, he's 2 for 2 today. Has himself an RBI under his belt. Bomber special. No! Cecilia Kent is going to get the Dragon special. Our second double play via an outfield assist here tonight. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Some nice plays defensively we've seen here tonight. Saw the one that ended game number 2. And then Cecilia Kent flashed in the leather there in center field for the Skulls. Popped up. And this will be caught by Patterson for out number 2. Swing and miss, 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Skulls can't capitalize on the nifty defense. And we go to the top of the 5th. Same score here. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Storm.
Number 83, Travis Hokie.
First pitch swinging from Hokie. Grounded a Tang to Figueroa for out number 1. Low seat ad. 2 for 2 today. 2-run shot. Pops it up center field. This one's going to stay in the park for Kent for out number 2. Is that Nico Donaldson? Ground to the 3rd, Mina. In time for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bautista, Bugby, and Tang due up. Oh, tough dive there. He handles it and can't get the throw off in time, so the runner reaches. Infield single there. And that one scoots inside the line, third base side. And the first 2 runners are aboard here for the Skulls in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order, Abel Tang. 0 for 2 so far here tonight. Rattled, hitting just .219 on the season. softly floats it to shortstop there. Hokie makes the catch there, puts one away.
There's a strike.
Find a way to get a double play here. Don't really want to face Kent with RBI hero active. Way here she currently is mojo-wise. Two here to Kipshaw. Fouling a few pitches off here from Patterson. To 74 pitches here with one out in the bottom of the fifth. Low ball 3. It's a full count. Crack to third. Donaldson in time to Cuevas to first. Double play. They get out of the inning. Huge double play there, and we go to the top of the sixth.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35, Santiago. Now batting, the second baseman, number 28, Neville Cuevas.
That's high.
Heaps has found his way to locked in as after coming in for relief of Tate earlier in the game. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Pops him up, left side. And Bugby will make the catch there for out number 2 and brings up Damian Nava.
15, Damian.
As we set up the fourth time through the order here for the Storm.
Nope, high. Strike.
And this one is into center field. This will be caught by Kent for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. She'll lead things off, followed by Mina and Hatmore.
Center fielder, number 8, Cecilia.
Lasered into right. That's going to be off the base of the wall. Takes a favorable bounce for the Storm, but it is a leadoff double here for the Skulls of Rock. And see how big that double play indeed was. Oh, this one, left field. That one is gone. It's 6-4. Mina with the 2-run shot into left field. 403 feet over the bullpen and left.
Now pitching.
And that will chase the starter. In comes Ivana Newton. Oh, I don't want my email.
Strikey, strike, strike. Nope, it's that ball. It's outside. The right. Ball forward, take your base.
Newton gives up a walk to the first batter she faces. That brings the tying run to the plate in Port Carroll. And a swing and a miss.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 15, Testy Figueroa.
So one down, runner on first here. Figueroa at the plate.
High ball. There's a strike.
Grounded to second, Cuevas to Hokie. Hokie to Smith. They get out of the inning again with the double play. 2 runs for the Skulls. Makes it a 2-run game, 6-4 as we go top 7.
Baseman, number 48.
It's 2, 3, 4 due up here for the Storm. Oh, my soul. That one is out of the park, I feel. Over the back wall. A solo shot to start off the inning here for the Storm. 450 feet, the 9th on the year for Smith, and it's 7-4.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 77, Liana Gallagher. Now pitching, Mateo
That will chase Keeps from the game, and we now have Rubble.
Now batting, the
Rubble.
designated hitter, number 26, Snack Rowe.
Ball inside. There's the strike.
Round to the third, Mina. In time to Figueroa, that's out number 2.
The shortstop, number 83, Travis Oki.
Strike.
That will end the inning. It's time to stretch as we go bottom of the 7th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Skulls. Batista, 1 for 2 here tonight.
That's a strike. Ball low.
That one is popped up. Popped by Santiago. That's out number 1.
The shortstop, number 9, Luther Bugby.
High ball. Strike. No, outside. That's foul.
2-2. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, a second baseman, number 5.
Here is Abel Tang.
Foul ball.
Into right. And that will be caught by Gallagher for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 8th, still 7-4. Velocida, Donaldson, and Santiago due up.
The center fielder, number 27, Ibrahim Velocida.
And Velocida goes 3 for 4 on the day as he goes up the middle to lead things off the top of the 8th.
Third baseman, now pitching, lineup,
And
Walter.
Rubble is done quickly. Walter comes in. Ooh, and the Skulls, as I turned away, botched what looked to be a surefire double play. And now everybody's safe and nobody is out. Slow roller to short. Bugby gets the surefire out at first for out number 1.
The second baseman,
But 2 into scoring position now for Cuevas.
No, that ball's inside. That's a strike. Nope, high.
Ooh, and strike 3 called. Walter gets the strikeout. I think that's just
50.
the 3rd strikeout of the night for the Skulls pitching staff.
Ball inside. Nope, that's low. Nope, inside ball. Steve, right.
Oh, Walter fields her position, keeps a run off the board, and we go bottom of the 8th. Nice awareness by Walter fielding the comebacker and sending us to the bottom half of the inning.
Astrid
Astrid Stevens comes in defensively.
Ball, that's inside.
Yep, Shaw puts this one through the left side. That's a base hit. And Cecilia Kent, 3 for 3 here tonight. 2 doubles and a single with an RBI.
Ball inside.
Down things off. 1 and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. Oh, Mina just misses the line. And that one's through the right side, so the tying run will come to the plate here for the Skulls of Rock.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 88, Evelyn Patmore.
Strike. Strike. Ball low.
1-2 here to Hatmore. Swing and a miss! Big strikeout there for Newton, already up to 4 here in relief.
Arrow.
That's down.
Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit, and the runner will be sent home. Velocity has a pretty good arm. The throw home. Oh, it's marked by Santiago. The run scores. It's 7-5. It looked to be a good throw. It might have been in time, but again, another bobble behind the plate from Santiago, and the run scores. Into center field, and that one will be caught by Velocidad for out number 3, but one more run on the board for the Skulls. It's a 2-run game as we go top 9.
The first baseman, number 48, Bitzer Smith. Now pitching.
And just as a reminder, this is the backup catcher, Smiley, or no, that's the Cyclones, but the actual catcher needed a day off.
That's a strike.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 77, Eliana Gallagher.
7-5 here, top of the 9th. Fouled off, 0-2 here to Gallagher.
Ball outside. Nope. High.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 26, Snack Rose.
That's high.
Nice dive by Mina. The throw in time. What a play. And the bottom of the 9th comes up 2 to tie, 3 to win, 8-9-1 due up for the Skulls.
Number 60, Albert Batista.
That's a strike. Fair strike.
And a swing and a miss to start things off. Strikeout number 5 for Newton. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Gomez now. Rounded to second, Cuevas in time. That's out number 2, and the last chance here for the Skulls. 0 for 4, Abel Tang will come to the plate.
That's outside. Strike.
Rounded to short, Hokie. Throw in time, and the Storm wins 7-5. And stay alive in the epic playoff race. And it was a 6-run top of the 3rd. That was the difference in this one. 3 home runs for the Storm. Smith, Velocidad, and Santiago. Velocidad 3 for 4. It's 4 strikeouts from the Storm. Kent goes 3 for 4. And Mina with the home run for the Skulls. 11 strikeouts for the Skulls offensively. Patterson goes 5 innings, gets the win, 3 earned, 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, moves to 2-2. Save goes to Gomez, her 4th on the season. Goes an inning and a 1/3 of perfect. Loss goes to Tate, 6 earned through 2 1/3, and the Skulls pretty much emptied the bullpen in relief. keeps the 0-1 pitching more than an inning. And it's Velocidad, Kent, and Rowan Santiago on the MVP board. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to jump into the standings to see what that does for the Epic. Wild card. So kind of, and now, oh yeah, the Serpents did lose that one. So 3 teams now with 15 losses on the Epic side of things. Astros, the first team out still by 3 runs to the High Rollers. Well, at 3, wow. This still just a mess. There's going to be someone who misses it by a run or something. It's just going to be awful. Okay. Anyway, lots can change because we're still simming the next week. So we still have 12 other games that can affect things. So we need to do this and that. This. Just make sure that Thomas didn't pop in here. Nope. See him there. And see any from him in the team channel today. Okay, so play ball here. Suggested line them. Only a well Tuna Kirk. All right, we will play ball, and I will be right back.
Baseball fans, welcome to Colonial Plaza. Grab a program, a drink, and a snack, and off we go. Now back, right field, number 21, Regs Richards. Now batting, the second baseman, number 31, Anson George. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4, Dane Foundwood.
Oh yeah, and the Store have made it 9 in a row. 9 away teams in a row have won.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16.
It's paying off to be the road team this week here in the SSBL. Some sort of dark voodoo. Oh, and a beanball to load the bases.
The third baseman, number 17, Rivet Hurls.
One out here for Hurls. Grounded to Castillo. And they turn the Dragons special. Lumberjacks turned away. And we go bottom first.
Now batting, right fielder, number 11, Cullen Homebrew.
That one scoots up. No, that's going to be a base hit. Rush Rosales. Scoots out under the first baseman's glove, and 2 are aboard here. Nobody out in the bottom of the first.
The shortstop, number 17, Reese Joseph.
No blow. Foul. Strike.
Swing and a miss. Exuberantly hits a strikeout. A tough dive there at second. George can't get the throw off in time, and now the bases are loaded for the wrong fielders in just 1 out.
Aiden Singh.
No, no, no. Strike. Hey.
Full count here to Sing. Strike 3 called! Up to the plate comes Theo Castillo.
Ball that's inside. Adentro.
Oh, this one into center field doesn't have enough at the wall. It's going to be caught by Wentz for out number 3. Both teams load the bases in their first inning, but nobody's able to plate a run. Not 100 feet, more like 100 inches. Because that was dangerously close to at least hitting the wall and plating at least 2 or 3. That's a rocket into left center. That's going to one-hop off the warning track and on the wall. But that is the absolute deepest single I think you can hit. Swing and a miss, and throws out the runner.
Ball that's inside. Ball afuera. Very low. Ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 66, Mo Higgins.
Adentro. That's low. No, no, no. Strike.
Let's see, 3-1 here.
Strike.
Full count.
Ball 4.
And that one's inside, so back-to-back walks given up here by Kirk. Brings up Gurney McForsham.
Nope. Ball high. That's one strike.
Finds his own there, 2-1. Grounded to first. Nuptials goes to Joseph. 2. Kirk gets another Dragon special to end the inning. We'll go bottom 2, 7, 8, and 9 due up here for the wrong fielders. Fuentes into left, and that's caught by Peck.
The first baseman, number 27, Bias Nuptials.
Ball inside.
Nuptials gets that one down into right field. He'll be aboard. And up to the plate comes Blaine Wolf.
Lane Wolf.
No foul, sorry. High, high.
Another high fly ball into center field. Again at the track, not quite as close to the wall as Wentz makes the catch there for out number 2.
Now batting, a right fielder, number 11, Colin Homebrew.
And back to the top of the order here for the wrong fielders, Colin Homebrew.
Strike. 2 out.
And a strikeout to end the inning. As we go top of the third, top of the order due up here for the Lumberjacks.
Number 21, Regs Richards.
Ball that's inside.
Oh no! Kirk gets smacked with the comebacker, and he's going to be down for the count.
31, and now pitching, Kahua Uptown.
Into the bullpen, the wrong fielders go. Kahua Uptown, first man out.
Strike. Es un strike.
That man was already missing a bar of fitness, so that was an immediate pull. Grounder short. And they'll only get one this time.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
I'll bring up Dane Foundwood.
Downwood.
Strike. Strike.
284 for Foundwood. I don't think he's missed a game. Into left field. Foundwood puts the Lumberjacks on top 2-0. Bouncing back between catcher and designated hitter. He puts one into left field, his 9th home run of the season, and puts the Lumberjacks on top 2-0.
Number 60, Reckley Valenzuela.
Es un strike. Strike. Foul. Foul.
Once fouled off. 0-2 here to Valenzuela. And a swing and a miss.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17, Rivet Pearls.
Hit high. Low, low, nope. That's low.
Popped up into foul territory. Caught by Rosales for out number 3, but the Lumberjacks strike first. The 2-run shot by Foundwood. As we go bottom of the third, Rosales will lead things off here.
Baseman, number 44, Rash Rosales.
Pelota.
We're gonna take it from here.
Nope. Strike. Foul.
And Rosales goes up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Lead-off runner aboard here for the wrong fielders.
The shortstop, number 17, Reese Joseph.
Strike.
And Joseph into right center. We got ourselves a tie ball game. That one smacked 438 feet. Home run number 7 for Joseph. And Tang's deadlocked here at 2.
Center fielder, number 4, Ro Hogwash.
Strike.
Batting, the left fielder, number 3, Aiden Singh.
The runner down now. Sing to the plate.
No blow.
And Singh puts this one in the gap. all the way to the wall. That will be a double. The go-ahead run into scoring position now for Theo Castillo.
Theo Castillo.
Es un strike.
Right back to the mound exuberantly to McForsham for out number 2.
The catcher, number 13, Chris Fuentes.
RBI hero here for Fuentes. That one gets away. Runner will advance 90 feet.
Bolo. Pitch high.
3-1.
Strike.
Ooh, that one was a sweet one, but doesn't swing and swings through that one. A strikeout to end the inning. And things tied right back up as we go top 4, now 2 apiece.
Number 6, Lance Peck.
No blow. That's inside. Strike.
That's a line shot. Left field. It's, not quite tall enough even for the short wall. And once again, it's another deep single.
Center field, number 14, Rodney Wentz.
Pelota. Adentro.
So Peck aboard, Wentz to the plate here. Oh, but that one looks a lot better. Deeper into left. That one is gone, and the Lumberjacks retake the lead. 393 into the bullpen and left. Wentz, his 3rd home run, puts the Lumberjacks back on top. And our 3rd 2-run home run of the game.
Now pitching,
And Uptown is done, and Babs is into the game.
Too high. Airball.
And that one's tucked inside the line, close into the corner, and that will actually be extra bases.
now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Gurney McForsham.
I'm just going to call this relief pitcher Babs because
Strike.
I don't honestly know how to pronounce his last name.
Strike. That's inside. Foul.
Swing and a miss, and Babs gets a strikeout.
Right field, number 20.
Brings us back to the top of the order, Briggs Richards. And Richards with a base knock. I'll put runners at the corners now for the Lumberjacks. And Anson George will come to the plate.
Anson George.
Okay, compare Dewey Beltran to Anson George now.
Strike.
I think that's the same amount of home runs. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4, Dane.
And here is Foundwood. Ah, the specialist Babs. Lefty versus lefty.
Strike.
High fly ball into center field. I won't make the same mistake a second time. Caught by Hogwash for out number 3. Another 2-run shot for the Jacks. It's 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 27, Tobias Nuptials.
And Nuptials gets a base hit off the first pitch he sees.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 66, Lane Wolf.
Hey. Foul.
Full count, and that's going to be a base hit. That one's going to be a gapper. This might score a run. Winslow's got a good arm. Runner wasn't very fast, so instead it's runners at second and third, and nobody out here for Colin Homebrew as we're back to the top of the order.
Pelota abajo. Es un strike. Strike. No.
2-2.
That's outside.
Full count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Exuberantly.
Baseman, number 44, Rush Rosales.
And Rosales through the right side of the infield, gets a base hit, drives in a run. It's 4-3. Our first non-home run RBI. And it's at the corners now for the wrong fielders. And he goes up the middle. Joseph ties up the game at 4. His third RBI of the game. And the wrong fielder's passing the bat along, ties the game up. And Drew Hogwash with the runner in scoring position. She gets herself a base hit, but that will load the bases. This should really chase Exuberantly, you'd think. It will. Ryder Rosario. Popped up into center field. Will it be deep enough for them to try and tag? They'll send the runner home. The throw from Wentz is close, but not quite in time. And the wrong fielders will lead for the first time here tonight. Sacrifice fly goes to Singh. And it's 5-4 in favor of the wrong fielders. Off the pitcher's glove, bounces to George, who gets it to first in time for out number 3 and gets them out of the inning, but the wrong fielders take the lead 5-4 as you go to the top of the 5th here.
Number 16, Wrigley Valenzuela.
5-4. That's a well-hit ball. Right center. Back it goes. It's tied again. Goodness gracious. 421 for Valenzuela, his first home run of the season. Sorry, Blackfire, that is an old link that we have not updated for a bit. That is our bad. I don't really, I know to do some things, but changing MooBot is not one of the things I really know how to do, so that is our bad.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
But you join our Discord, we do have a channel in there where we put name suggestions and stuff of that nature. And that's another hard hit ball. That one is gone, and the Lumberjacks retake the lead. 464 feet for Peck, and it's 6-5.
Now batting, center fielder, number 14, Rodney Wentz.
It wasn't a 2-run home run, but it's 2 solo shots. Lumberjacks now up to 4 home runs on the evening. That one will stay in play for Singh. It's out number 2.
Shortstop, number 66, Bo Higgins.
Hit high.
And that one's popped up into center field. Caught by Hogwash for out number 3, and back and forth we go. 3 straight innings for the Lumberjacks where they have scored 2. 6-5 now going to the bottom of the 5th.
Number 13, Chris Fuentes.
Full count here to Fuentes, and he will draw the walk. Nuptial swings at the first pitch, skies it into center field. Wentz has been a busy man in center field. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Grounder to third, hurls, goes to second for 1. Oh, but George throws it away! Into the dugout, it's a free 90 feet. Even with an accurate throw, I don't think that turns the double play. Instead, it's an error. And a runner into scoring position. Base hit into center field. They will not send the runner, though. And they will settle for runners at the corners with 2 outs and crush Rosales to the plate. Rosales 3 for 3 here tonight, locked in with an RBI already under her belt, and just misses the line down the third base side. Three 3-1. Gets jammed there, but that will fall foul. And she will end up drawing the walk, and the bases are loaded here for the wrong fielders, and it's Reese Joseph. Already 3 RBIs for him tonight. And he will cash in at least one more. Tie game. They're sending the runner, and the throw is not in time. The wrong fielders retake the lead. Make it 5 RBIs on the night for Reese Joseph. Into left field. That will be caught by Peck for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 25.
Oh my goodness. Just an absolutely crazy week here, coming to a close here between the wrong fielders and the Lumberjacks. And that'll be a leadoff walk drawn here for the Lumberjacks to start off the top of the 6th. Babs is done. In comes Knockmore. And Knockmore strikes out the first batter she faces.
Second baseman, number 31. Anson George.
George pops up the first pitch. And that will be caught with Nuptial straddling the line for out number 2. And that brings up Dave Foundwood. Runner headed for second. No one was home, and it's thrown into center field. Nakamura fields her position, gets the better of Foundwood, and turns away the Lumberjacks for the first time since the second inning. We go bottom of the 6th with the wrong fielders holding on to a 1-run lead.
Aiden Singh. Now pitching, Reese Wilkerson.
Hey!
And we've got a new pitcher in for the Lumberjacks. That's a hard hit ball, left center field. Back it goes. That one is off the top of the wall. Missed being a home run by a couple of feet, but it's a leadoff double for the wrong fielders.
The second baseman, number 41, Theo Castillo.
Ball high! Ball!
This one's popped up. Let's get out of the infield. McForsham will make the catch. That will bring up Chris Fuentes.
High, high! Here's un strike!
And a swing and a miss. I remember one of the first things I did when 3 came out was I made a 90-10 team and a 10-90 team. And like I played like 2 or 3 games between them, and the 90-10 team won most of the games. And I was going to do that here for 4, but they've, tying the team creation to having a league just made an extra layer that I just didn't really want to fiddle with. And so I never really did it. But I have to assume, especially with what we've seen just statistics-wise here this season, that the 90-10 team would far excel the 10-90 team. I can't remember. It was either 90-10 or like 80-20, 20-80 or something like that.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16, Rickley Valenzuela.
So we're to the top of the 7th, 6th inning the first time neither team has scored. This one into left field. Tie game again. And it's Valenzuela, his 2nd of the game. 427 feet, 7-7.
Third baseman, number 17, Rivet Hurls.
Yeah, because that was what I did. And I think, if I'm understanding what you're saying there, Marge, because I made one team first, I think I made the 90-10 team first, and copied that team and just changed the power and contact. I kept everything the same, their traits, the pitching, their fielding and speed. It was just the power and the contact that were different. And I think that was one thing. It was just a lot harder to even try and duplicate because I don't think you can copy teams like you could. So after the leadoff home run, they go down in order, but we're all tied up at 7 apiece as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the top of the order, 2 up for the wrong fielders. And the home run total here for the Lumberjacks gets up to 5. Foundwood with a 2-run shot. Valenzuela with 2 solos. Flip Peck on the board with a solo shot. And Wentz with a 2-run shot himself. That one's all the way to a wall. It's a leadoff double here for Homebrew. So the go-ahead run into scoring position already. And here, once again, is Rosales. Perez in the game now for the Lumberjacks. Despite her name, she does not crush, but you can't slouch at a 326 batting average. She'll strike out, swing in, go down to first in time for out number 1.
Stop number 17, Reese Joseph.
Popped up into right. Caught by Richards. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4, Real Aguas.
Hai, hai. Nope. Pelota afuera. Strike.
3-1 here to Hogwash. That's a grounder to second. George up with it. The throw in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 8th inning, tied at 7 apiece. Higgins, McForsham, and Richards due up.
The shortstop, number 66, Mo Higgins.
Strike. That's inside. Adentro. Bolo.
And that goes up the middle. A base hit here for the Lumberjacks. Lead things off in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Gurney McForsham.
Strike. No, no, no. No, no.
2-2 to McForsham. And that one gets down to the center field, the base hit. So first 2 runners reach here for the Lumberjacks. The go-ahead run into scoring position now as the lineup turns around here for Briggs Richards. 2 for 4 here tonight. And into the game comes the closing pitcher, Iggy Jones, for the wrong fielders.
Es un strike.
Down the first base line, Nuptials with the divings up. He goes to second. What are you doing?
Now batting, the second baseman, number 31.
Everybody is safe. There's nobody out, and Anson George comes to the plate.
Now batting, Eduardo.
Check that, Eduardo Hale will come to the plate. And Hale gets this one down into left. It's a base hit. A run will score. The Lumberjacks take the lead.
Designated hitter, number 4, Dane Downwood.
The first run not scored via home run for the Lumberjacks on the night gives them an 8-7 advantage here in the 8th. Nobody out. Up the middle, that will plate at least one. Runner rounding third, headed for home. The throw from Hogwash, not in time. 2 more runs for the Lumberjacks.
60, Rickley Valenzuela.
That one's deep into right. Caught by Homebrew. Runner will tag from second to third. Oh! And will get gunned in the process.
Now base running.
Our 3rd straight game with an outfield assist double play.
You are out.
And the strikeout will end the inning.
Around, give them a wedge.
And we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Suji Putin. Batting, the left fielder, number 3, Aiden Singh. Now in the game, Debonair Parmigiano.
Oh my word, there's just a mess of things that happened there.
You're out.
The second baseman, number 41, Neil Castillo.
Bullseye. Es un strike.
So one down here in the bottom of the 8th. Wrong fielders trailing 10-7. And a swing and a miss.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13, Chris Fuentes.
That's all short. Strike. Strike.
Up the middle, McForsham in time for Hale. For out number 3, we head to the 9th. 6, 7, 8 due up for them here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6, left pass.
Strike.
In a crazy back and forth game between these two division rivals. Diving stop by Castillo. The throw in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14, Rodney Wentz.
That's one strike. Strike. No blow. That's low. Out.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Jones, 2 away.
The third baseman,
And up to the plate comes Bo Higgins.
Aubrey Galvin.
And last person out of the bullpen for the wrong fielders is Gallivan.
Hey.
And that will send us to the bottom of the 9th. Wrong fielders need 3 to tie, and it's 8, 9, and 1 due up.
Batting, the first baseman, number 27, Bias
That's one strike.
And that's the way to get started. A gap shot into left field all the way to the wall. And Nuptials will be sitting nicely at second. Lane Wolf will get pulled in favor of Brooke Jugo. RBI hero activates.
That's one strike. Strike. Foul.
Fouled back. It's a 2-2 count here to Jugo.
Nope.
Outside, full count. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there, 1 away. Back to the top of the order, Colin Homebrew, 3 for 5 tonight.
No, no.
In the dirt, no one advances. 1-1 the count. Foul, 1-2.
That's down. Hit high.
Another full count here. Strike 3 call at the top of the zone. And it's 2 away. Crush Rosales, the last chance here for the wrong fielders.
Now pitching,
And Major Ferguson will come into the game to try and get the final out. He is clutch. That is activated, but he is tense.
Ah, it's inside.
1-1 to Rosales. Grounded to first. Hale gets it, takes it himself for out number 3. The game is over, and it's 10 straight wins for the road teams. 10-7 Lumberjacks over wrong fielders. 3 runs in the top of the 8th, the difference. 16 hits for the Lumberjacks. Foundwood goes 3 for 5 with a home run. Valenzuela hits 2 home runs. 4 RBIs as well for Foundwood. Home runs as well for Peck and Wentz. 18 hits for the wrong fielders. Top of the order, all getting 3 hits. Hogwash and Singh going with 2 hits as well. Nuptials going 4 for 5, but just 1 home run on the wrong fielder side of things. The win goes to Perez for the Lumberjacks. 2 2/3, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. And the save for Ferguson getting the final out of the game. Loss goes to Knockmore. Gave up 3 earned through 2 innings of work. And it's Reese Joseph, Dean Foundwood, and Brickley Valenzuela, your MVPs. Wow, that wraps up just an absolutely crazy week of games. So let's view the standings. So the Lumberjacks jump into there, but I don't think the magic number improved for the Knights at all because they lost 2. The Wrongfielders played 2 and went 1-1. Okay, 33 minus 17 minus 14. So that's 2. So they may have gotten 1 somewhere, but Knights didn't do themselves any favors going 0-2 this week. Okay, so we need to go to the schedule. And we need to see where I need to stop. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to stop at the next Lumberjacks, after the next Lumberjacks Wrongfielders game. Okay, cool. That's going to be easy to remember. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Okay. Ooh, Area 51 does have 2 games this block. Okay, let's watch this. Marge, anything you wish to change? Suggested lineup. You there? Anything else? And we shall play ball. Yeah, but the Quacks did lose to the Monstars.
Filling up here at Golden Field. The wait is over. It's
All right.
time.
1 pitch, and we simulate. And it looks like the Moonshots will make it 11 straight away victories. Monstars and Dragons. We'll give Despot another day. And we'll suggest the lineup here. Sonics have 2 games this block as well. Bet Kawashi is
Baseball fans, welcome.
very interested to see what they do here
Who's ready for some dingers?
as we simulate this game. And then, let's see, Walkers don't have one this block, it looks like. And then the Retrievers will play the Stingers. And the Dragons break the streak. Ends at 11 straight away wins. Oh, I was just saying, doesn't look like the Walkers have a game to sim in this block. Sonics have 2, and then the Retrievers have the Stingers. Here is one of them for the Sonics. Oh dear, Browning, yikes. Suggested ball and Cobb. I mean, it's almost a lost cause at this point. Is it just, wow, 100 pitches. Do I just give up trying to fix this, or do I keep on trying to push Roman in here? I don't know if we've actually ever tried to submit Roman into this. Let's just see if this fixes it. If it doesn't, then it's a lost cause. Because that's probably as little work as he'll have on him. So we'll see if that resets it, but probably not, and then we'll just let it go.
The fans are ready to go at Shaka Sports Turf. Racers.
And we'll simulate. Liberty win that one. That's an interesting one for sure. Skulls of Rock Mythic. Just line up for the skulls. Play here for the Mythic. Denny Stadium, the skulls really should have gone to the corral, in my opinion. It fits better thematically, at least in my... Man, I suggested lineup, and they still have Tang leading off. Guess they don't have anyone else to play second.
Fans are ready to go at the corral. Gee, golly.
Okay, simulate. And the Mythic win that one. All right, and I get to hold my breath here. Let's see, do we have an Electric Aggie? We do not. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit Mastiff, unfortunately. She's just too injured, so that's gonna have to be Bajas. Freaking Marsh, man. Mess with anything else, so keep it that way. And I think I'll just, since everything looks fine here, I don't have Aggie here. We're just going to keep it this way for the Astros as well. Someone is going to be at least 500 in the Phenoms. Who will it be?
The atmosphere is electric here at Bingata Bowl. Your glove ready and your
I start for Brant.
It's time to play ball.
Another deep single, though. All right, Bombers. We need this one. It's basically division or bust for the Phenoms, it feels like. Uh-oh. Dang, that's tough. Astros regain the division lead. Retrievers and Stingers now.
Welcome back to Red Rock Park. Get on your horse and let's do
Simulate. And the Stingers help out the Walkers. Once again, the bottom of the epic refusing to lose. Ooh, this one's a big one. Serpents could be on the brink of elimination here with a loss. It's all right to suggest a lineup.
Baseball fans, welcome to Red Rock Park. Grab a program.
It's in late. Oh, and the High Rollers win 1-0. They move into a tie with the Astros and actually have them by 2 runs at 14-14. So they take over first place in the Phenoms for now. Serpents now sit with the Skulls in the bottom of the conference. And we've got the second time around here for Area 51. You want another suggested lineup, Marge? Okay, suggested. Good to go. And I think he stays in there so she can full up. Wax and Area 51.
The stands are filling up here at Emerald Diamond. Here. Way.
Area 51 really needs a win here. Oh my goodness. And they will get it. They made it close there at the end, but they get it. And another loss for the Quacks. Both the top. So Knights and the Quacks, looking like they would be lead pipe cinches to, walk into the playoffs this week, but have stumbled. We shall proceed. And we've got Express and Knights. Looks to be in here. And it's fine.
This could be one for the record books at Swagger Center. Mind your step.
Last time.
Sticky, squelchy floors. It's time.
And the Knights break the losing streak, and they are 1 win or a Lumberjacks loss away from winning the division. And we'll watch the Sonics and, well, not much, but nope, play ball. Suggested lineup. It's Guy Young, so Sonics could be in some trouble here.
is in the air here at Red Rock Park. And your glove ready and your
It's time.
string hat on.
Stingers could actually go to above 500, which is shocking. Oh, and just as you think you know what's going to happen, you don't. Sonics beat Guy Young and stay a half game behind the Walkers. Liberty Diamond Jacks. Liberty Bibberty. Suggested lineup. Our penultimate simulation here tonight.
Welcome back to Lafayette Corner. Hold on to your hats. Use that hat handle.
And oh wow, the Liberty make it to double-digit wins after all. And take away probably the hope that the Diamond Jacks had to back into the division title there. We will most certainly get snips moving forward. And here we go, Lumberjacks Wrongfielders. Lumberjacks got to win to stay alive in the division race. Substitute.
The stands are filling up here at Colonial Plaza. Golly, this...
And congratulations to the Knights. They have punched their ticket not only to the postseason, but have won the Legends division. A playoff ticket has been punched. Knights are going to the postseason. And that will do it for the Sims. So let's go to the season standings. So you know this. Walker's a half game up over the Sonics. And is that the next games for next week? Walker Sonics. Will we see that? And then Monstars Area 51 tied at 15 and 13. They're due for a matchup here later in the season as the last couple of weeks come up. Quacks 2.5 up over the Mythic. Still possible. I don't know what if these guys have games left. Cyclones only half game up over the Unicorns. Astros High Rollers tied, and Bombers a game back. I think Bombers High Rollers is this week. I think that means Astros Serpents is probably coming up. Let's take a look at the wild card. So Stingers have the last spot in the Epic Conference. Bombers a half game back, as well as the Storm. And then the Skulls of Rock and Serpents a game and a half back. Got Knights, Walkers, Moonshots, Lumberjacks right now in the last spot. Full game up over the Express. Game and a half of the Dragons. Moonshots 2 back, and Liberty 3.5 back. Let's see. 33. 15 minus 16. So Express still on the outside by a game. So calculating things for like the Walkers at 15 and 12, their magic number is 2. Let's see for the Quacks. Guess the right number would be, so we got 33 minus 18. So I don't fully know the math, but it seems like the Quacks are in. They don't have the division, but like, I mean, the Stingers are the last team in with 15 losses. The team under that has 15 losses as well, so. But the Quacks seem to be pretty much in if they just get one more win, or if the Bombers and the Storm lose. But pretty much all but in. Let's take a look at the schedule. So actually, let's also do some more math real quick. Season standings. So we're sitting at 28 games. So we have 29, 30, 30 we have 4 more quote-unquote weeks of the regular season. And we've got next week, we'll be off the following week for Thanksgiving. And then the last week, so we got technically 2 more weeks here in November. So my question would maybe be loosely is, would we want to maybe jump ahead 2 weeks of Sims, and then we play out week 31 and week 32 live for dramatic effect? Or maybe something among the lines is we kind of stop looking at it from a week's perspective, and we kind of just go game by game almost, and we just try to get 4 important games in. That way we don't have to skip blocks of weeks, but we can skip things that don't have huge playoff implications if I mean, even if there are games, because I mean there's still just so many teams that are teetering that could be in or out. Show all. So like this game is like still has implications. Dragons are kind of out, but the Monstars still in the running. Skulls are out, but Mythic are in the running. Walker Stingers. Express Bombers. I mean, there's no games that like, I mean, this game is just an outright skip. Dragons, Moonshots, that can be skipped, but just there aren't a whole lot where just everyone is dead in the water, you know? But yeah, we can snip this next 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It's all right. So that's the next 12. Then cycle starting 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. This is the 12 after that. Maybe lean towards simming the bad games, not entire weeks. So we can kind of maybe team out versus team definitely enter skips. 2 in a row versus Monstars. That will decide our division. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely kind of figure things out as we go, as things wrap up regular season wise. And even like, you know, as single games play out, we'll know the picture more and more. But just kind of looking right off the bat, first 4 games next week, this would be a play So would we theoretically skip Monstars Dragons? That's a team that's probably in versus a team that's out. And then kind of the same vein as Mythic Skulls of Rock, team that's probably in versus a team that's probably out. So potentially our 4 games next week could be Unicorns Retrievers, Skip, Walkers Stingers, Express Bombers is a team that's on the edge. Both teams are on the edge. Then would we skip this 3 and then go to Unicorns Diamond Jacks? I mean, High Rollers are top of their division right now. Serpents are looking pretty scarce. And then kind of the same. I mean, I think Skulls of Rock, Storms, so that would be the same logic there. Definitely skip Moonshots Dragons. Oh well. Well, we can kind of whittle it down as we go along. We have plenty of time to decide, but just kind of an idea. And then let's just look at league leaders before we go. Lots of pitchers now. Gassi Correa down to 6. Rebecca Ellis here. Louis Vo now. Batting average, whoa, a unicorn coming into the fray. Lawson Flan at 403. Gassi Correa all the way down to 387 now. Jill Fowler, 13 home runs. Louis Vo just 1 behind now. Ellis, Lewis, Correa and Ellis. Oh, Ellis tying her up in RBIs. Foundwood just 1 behind. It hits Correa. Extra base hits Fowler. Strikeouts Allison Ray. Run scored is Faulkner. Stolen bases is Faulkner. Caught stealing Viviana Dillon. Well, actually, there's quite a few there at 5. Simon Turnbull takes over the win category at 6. ERA, Rusty Diligence at 1.27. Win in the saves with 6. Whip goes to Noah Terry at 0.72. Bolt Chung opposing batting average. And Guy Young over 60 strikeouts on this year, sitting at 62. And that will wrap things up. Well, actually, I will remember to put in new standings. All right, well, that will conclude this week. An absolutely crazy week across the board. But thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next week. Have a good rest of the week, everyone. Bye-bye.